My pick was City of Life and Death. It's about the battle in Nanjing between the Japanese and Chinese. Follows like a soldier and some citizens and guys who's like taking like it's like how to describe them, like journaling. They battle. There's a lot of characters. What did you think of this film?
Well, for one, it was very. Yeah, it was a downer movie for sure.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
it was.
It's very depressing. That dude, soldier Kadokawa, he
Oh wait, we're doing
reminded me of
spoilers by the
Brandon.
way.
We're doing spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
What does that
Well, I
mean?
gotta
We're
give the heads
talking
up
about
to
the
anyone.
movie? Oh. Wait, so you have to say spoiler alert?
I already did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that guy, he reminds me of Brandon for some reason. When I was watching
Why?
the movie. I don't know. He kind of like reminded me of you. Kind of looked
Lanky
like
retard himself?
not a retard. No, you're not a retard. But yeah, he acted kind of like an incel, maybe. It's very, I don't know. I think he just looked like him, kind of. So he's Japanese.
I guess I could see that now that you mentioned it.
I mean, he's a Jap, but he's like the most like human Japanese guy that they have there. Well, no, the commanding officer kind of too, but the rest are just like savages. They're just thieves and shit. They portray them as thieves, and they start looting shit and just shooting people up like prisoners of
Yeah,
war.
like they have they have no humanity for citizens. Just lining them all up to fire on them.
Well, that's how they told them.
Is this the scene where Tower kills that woman, like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, dude, I don't know. I kind of laughed a little, even though it's kind of fucked up. But when that dude, he throws a little kid out the window, they're like, everyone's like arguing and shit. He just goes, picks up the kid and just chucks it out the window. Mr. Tang's daughter or whatever. Man. Such a brutal guy. But yeah, it was overall pretty good, but it's pretty depressing. I don't know. But I guess that's why it's an anti-war movie, because, yeah. Shows you how fucked up things are.
I got some questions from the site. Okay, this first one's kind of weird. I don't know if no one can answer it, it'd be very understandable. In what ways was this historical chapter that happened in 1937 still relevant in 2008 when China was to host the 2008 Olympic Games?
Yeah, that is kind of a weird question.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened then. I mean, the only thing I can think of is there's probably still stigmas against the Japanese.
Oh yeah, the Chinese
have. Like, they don't like them.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
They still don't like them. Like that's still culturally relevant.
Like, this is just one area that they showed, but this happened all over China. Yeah, like, the Japanese basically did this everywhere.
They got cured within generations.
And then the United States whooped Japanese's ass in World War II.
Makes you think maybe we should have dropped more than 2 bombs.
2 wasn't enough, am I right, boys?
No.
I'm joking, of course. But...
That was pretty cringe. Alright. How does Kadokawa, a soldier in the Japanese Imperial Army, help reshape the national memory of Nanjing Massacre during the Second World War? Well, I think...
I've never seen Letters to Iwo Jima.
Who's writing these fucking questions?
Some professor.
Professor could fuck off.
Hey, they're very interesting questions.
Alright, you answer this one, Peter. I don't know.
Well, I think it's probably showed that it's not just it's not just evil side and good side. I guess there's some good in this alleged evil side.
Yeah. And I mean, he's just a soldier. He's just doing, for the most part, he's doing what he's ordered to do.
They were like pawns. They weren't like all one big evil bad people. They were just.
This movie was lacking kaiju, to be honest.
God. Oh my god, that would be really cringe.
Peter, overusing cringe today is cringe.
Kaiju just
There's just a lot of
rises
cringe
out,
though. I can't help so much cringe.
just attacks the Chinese city, wipes out the Japanese soldiers, and saves the school teacher. Yeah. All right. The human duality question. We should probably move to that one.
I wrote about how Mr. Tang goes through telling refugees need to please the Japanese shoulders when he previously was on the Chinese refugee side.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to suck up to them and be like, yeah, we're friends or whatever. He has to be all nice. But I mean, in the end, it doesn't really save him or his family. Well, his wife, I mean, but it's kind of interesting that he gives up his own life for that one guy, for that assistant. I don't know. It's kind of weird. He should have just left with his wife, but I guess he didn't want to end up looking like a coward in the end.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of as to why he went back. And he didn't just leave.
What's going on in Beale's end?
Beale's talking to his mom, delivering food. The attendees are here.
Alright.
Hey, Brandon.
Alucard, Peter?
Yeah.
Get your attendees.
Yeah, I did. Got them right here.
Nice.
But yeah, this movie was just like the atmosphere was just heavy, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. I think I'd like. We're still answering questions. Next one. Are the Chinese depicted as heroic and
So what's the
united,
fourth
or
question?
Wait, what were you saying, Alucard?
Oh, go ahead.
Are the Chinese depicted?
Yeah,
as
I missed the third question because I was out of here.
You want me to ask it again?
Wait, say again?
No,
Yeah.
just for the fourth one.
Wait, Beale, do you want me to ask the third question again?
No, go ahead with the fourth one.
Are Chinese depicted as heroic and united, or cowardly and selfish? How does Liu Chan, the director, portray the invading Japanese army? Fearless, brave, two-dimensional, sheer, evil, barbaric?
I think both sides, honestly, are depicted pretty harshly.
Yeah, well, I say the Chinese are united because they, like, endure so much and still don't give up.
Well, in war, like, there is no morality in war. Like, everybody's evil at the end of the day.
Yeah, like, I remember when, like, history shows talk about that. I was like, find the evil side of World War One, and no one can, because there was none.
Unfortunately, the mustard gas didn't kill Hitler in World War One and save like millions of lives.
Dang. Mustard gas failed.
Yeah, like he was supposed to die in the hospital, but you know how that turned out.
Chinese.
Yes.
Getting owned.
Also,
so, no.
Also, Alucard recovered from COVID, so that's why we haven't had an episode in a while.
Yeah. That was weird. It felt like a longer delay. It was only an extra week. Felt longer.
Yeah, like whoever picks next will have to pick something really good to make up for it. Yeah, Alucard.
Since Nathan's still no show.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't count. I mean,
I love Alucard's picks. He always picks something I'm familiar with.
He's just busy, it's streaming. So.
No. Also, how was your recovery, Sir Alucard?
Big time streamer. I mean, it's pretty good now.
I heard it like takes energy out of you for like a week.
Yeah, like it's still fatigued, but at least I can breathe again. Just nice.
Yeah, I wish you the best. I hope you don't have any of the nasty side effects.
Thanks. Yeah, I hope so too. But I feel pretty alright, so maybe not. I'll probably have like...
Yeah, people that have side effects usually complain of something by now. Like it's like apparent.
Yeah.
You got the strong DNA, dude? Props.
Yeah, I mean, some people get it really bad. They go to the hospital and, you know,
Yeah, put on ventilators and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, good pick though, Peter.
We still have more questions.
Yeah, keep going.
What do Miss Cheyenne, the Sunday school English teacher, and Katawoka have in common? How do they die?
Well, Kalakawa killed himself at the end after freeing those two dudes, the kid and the father. And Miss Jiang also dies freeing people as well.
Yeah, Katakawa just ended his life because that was the honorable way to
So I
go.
guess what they have in common is they both helped someone before their death.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they both gave their lives for others.
Well,
I'm
in
not
Asian
sure.
cultures, like
Was it
they
Kadokawa that shot her? I mean, she asked one of the soldiers to shoot her, the teacher, when she was
he
taken
himself
away.
shot her, I think, right?
I think he
Right.
shot her. I'm not sure though. I don't remember too well, but I think it was him. As she
And
was
then he's like,
walking by, she was being taken away. She,
and then he cries before he kills himself, like he's weeping, if you will.
Well, he says it's harder to live than to die, is what he says to that soldier guy. That's with him. So I don't know. Seems like, yeah, he's just very depressed because he lost his. He said it was his wife.
Sorry, I got disconnected. I'm reconnecting to Discord. I have to refresh the page though. All right, reconnected.
And family.
And random's happening. There's some action going on.
Wait, is my mic on? Discord
Yes.
says, "Oh, Discord lying to me." Nice. All right.
Alucard's turn to pick.
Oh wait, do you have to leave early or?
Oh no, I was just wondering where we were because I keep getting interrupted.
No, we're still have some questions.
All right, keep going, Pete.
Why do you think Liu Shan is interested in historical passage as John Rabe, a German National Nazi Party member, and Minnie Vatten, the American missionary? How does their characterization contribute to the overall meaning of the story? Click the links they have. I forgot to
Peter,
read
answer this.
I forgot to read about this. Oops.
We'll not go with academic questions. I'm low IQ.
We can skip this one. Do you want to?
Do you have any specific questions about it, Peter?
Alright, I think this one will be easier to answer. Is it possible to read the film from the perspective of Chinese nationalism? How so? In what respect are you, as a non-Chinese person, able to relate to the historical events as reconstructed in the film? Well, let's say yes, because this is clearly trying to... Because, like, well, you could view it
war
as...
is the same no matter where it's fought, so I guess you can relate to it.
Yeah, I was trying to think, like, the Chinese are... There really isn't any bad change. The Chinese are not portrayed as bad. So I guess from the
The other-
national standpoint, you can say they are superior to the Japanese.
China nowadays is obviously a communist state, obviously, so it's kind of
Disgusting.
frowned upon by the world.
Yeah, but
I
that's
just like
now.
the
This is
Chinese
then.
Communist Party.
Yeah, so like,
But I don't
modern
like. I
society
don't
has
hate
like a
Chinese
confirmation
people.
bias.
I like
Modern
Chinese
society has a
people.
Yeah.
Oh, those dirty communists.
See, that's the problem with modern China. Like, if you compare it to like the China that's being represented here, they're obviously two different kind of
Well, these
nations.
Chinese people, they're like slaves in their own country, basically. I mean,
Yeah, what's different than now? They're pretty much slaves now.
I mean, some of them are, brainwashed and love their party or whatever, the Communist Party, but like there's some that really would want to not be part of that because
So they want democracy or some other form of government.
well, yeah, they don't want to be controlled anymore. They're controlled. That's literally like the Big Brother shit in 1984. That's what it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, like the China depicted here, like
we are very lucky. Like we don't have that kind of shit because it's nuts.
Yeah, Chinese people have been through a lot in history. My God.
Yeah. I mean, they have been. I mean, they've been conquerors too. But I mean, here with Japanese, they got owned. Like
they're like the Jews, man. They just keep getting the short end of the stick, unfortunately.
Well, as far as like nationalism, there's that one scene where they all get shot up, all the prisoners of war just get killed, and they all say like, I don't know, long live China or whatever, something like that. They all shout.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Why is the episode and relationship of Kadoka and Yuriko, the Japanese comfort woman, important in the film? How does it contribute to overall meaning of the film?
Humanity, Peter Afro?
Yeah, trying to give him some
that's
humanity.
What I didn't get.
Because he's portrayed on the side most people say is evil, but give him some sense of humanity.
Right.
Humanity.
So someone he cared for too.
Humanity is important to wars, and I'll explain why. Like when countries go to war, there's always usually a reason for it, right? Like there's always like a and humanity could be one of the reasons to end it because war doesn't benefit anybody usually. So like if you bring humanity into it, it can potentially end the war for good. Because people tend to what's the word I'm looking for here? People tend to not like war as it drags on, like the soldiers and regular citizens. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you get the idea, I guess.
Yeah. How do you interpret the ending, which Kadoka shoots himself after he sets 2 Chinese prisoners of war free?
Because it was the honorable way to die.
Yeah, Chipper says he feels like he completed his redemption and didn't want to potentially start all over again.
See, in Asian countries, honor is one of the most important things for people. And, like, to kill yourself in that manner is actually honorable in that situation for that person.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me back with the Harakiri. That was a big theme of it.
It's possible that he maybe saw what he was doing as a betrayal to his duty, so that's why he decided to commit suicide.
That's an interesting perspective.
God, this smells fucking depressing. Holy shit.
Just like Sudoku. I mean, whatever that is.
Alright, a few more questions. Is the character Ida, Kadoka's commanding officer, a personification of evil? To what degree is he human caught in barbarity and carnage of war? I mean, he's kind of leading them, so I guess you could say he's the head honcho. It's kind of hard to feel humane for him.
Is he the guy that threw the little girl out the window? I'm not sure if the commanding officer did or not. I don't remember who did it. I think he was there. But I mean, he shows humanity. So when the German guy is leaving, and so is Mr. Tang, the guy with the glasses, and his wife, he decides to let the wife go with Mr. Tang instead of the other guy, the assistant. So, he could have said, well, he told Mr. Tang, your wife's very beautiful. So, he could have taken her as a prisoner, to rape her and shit, whatever. But he didn't. He decided to let her go with him, but it was Mr. Tang that, decided to go back and let the assistant go. So he did that. And also when Mr. Tang, when he got executed by firing squad, he sort of turned around. He didn't want to see him get killed, like get shot, and his face looked like it was dismayed. So he was feeling the pain, I guess, of that guy getting killed. So it does show that he's human, and in the
Oh
end,
yeah, I kind of forgot
it's
about
all
that
part
part.
of human nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, two more. How does Lu Chuan reshape Chinese historical memory and national identity? I think they're trying to reshape it because the Chinese probably have nothing but negative feelings for the Japanese. I think he's trying to show some humanity to show that hey, there was some light within them, or maybe light's the wrong word, but you can go on with this.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can see that. I don't know how much of let's say the Communist Party itself. I don't know if they would really portray them as human. I think more than anything, they want to show the barbaric side. They want to, focus on that, the barbaric side of them, than any human side.
Yeah. All right. Final question. How well?
Let's say they had go ahead.
How well does the director deal with the moral complexity of war and cultural racial conflicts? Should we intellectualize or idealize wars to make a point or make sense of the world when in fact all wars accomplish is conquest and domination? I think the director does a pretty good job with moral complexity and trying not to make a bunch of one-dimensional characters. And for cultural conflicts, it doesn't try to justify it in any way, just to prove it's pointless.
Yeah, he shows a lot of the sides of war, and I don't know, maybe I didn't see a lot of Chinese culture or whatever, but
yeah,
they did portray the Chinese as being brave, at least, because they were, not afraid to die, as prisoners of war. Yeah.
That's all the questions. Pretty good. All right. So, Alucard, what's your pick for next episode?
Have you guys done Rambo yet?
Yes, the first one.
Blood. Yeah, he did do it. Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did. Okay, fuck. All right. Have you done The Departed?
No, I've seen
We're
it.
gonna do
I'll also so that I have seen that.
Oh, you have. Damn it. V Hill has V Hill seen it?
BL, have you seen it? I think he's AFK right now.
Damn it, Brandon. Let me think. Let's do the original Alien. Oh fuck, I'm gonna.
Oh, funny. We actually once did Alien 3. I seen Alien, and BL has too.
Oh, you have? Fuck.
Yeah.
So which Alien movie haven't you guys seen?
I've seen all except Prometheus.
All except for Prometheus. What about Brandon?
Brandon's seen all of them.
Well.
Oh wait, I forgot. We gotta do Q&A.
Oh yeah, Q&A.
So you figured your pick. So we got 2 questions for today.
Oh.
Yeah, no, well, right? After all these time, no questions, you finally get something. Let me scroll down. Question from Anonymous. Do Blade. I've seen Blade. I don't think it'll be an interesting this episode. I mean, if you want to pick it, go ahead, but it's nothing I'll pick.
Nah, I don't like that movie.
Next question. Group members other than Peter. Why do you think he can't come up with a better profile picture?
In the shoe? I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
What's wrong with the
I don't know
shoe? The
what's wrong
shoe
with the
is
shoe.
iconic. Like, getting rid of it would be like, I don't know, it would
Yeah.
not be right.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate the shoe. Have you guys seen Casino?
No, I have not.
All right, we're gonna do Casino.
All
Yeah, we'll
right,
do Casino.
Casino. I know some people think it's like really similar to Goodfellas, so that.
Kinda.
Mm, all right, let me get the IMDb page up. It's a link. All right, yeah. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. We'll see you next Saturday for Casino. Stopping recording in 3, 2.